Welcome to RotoWire TV. I'm Heather Ankeny. He's Chris Liss, the expert, answering our fantasy football and baseball questions. And I was on the show the other day. It was a lot of fun.
The XM show.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Sure.
We asked you guys to send me some questions that you might have, and Chris would possibly answer them. And you guys sent some great ones. Thank you. And if you want to send them, rotoheather@gmail.com. And this is really great. We got a ton.
Yeah, we got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And a lot of stupid ones, a lot of good ones, and we're going to answer a couple good ones.
We didn't get that many stupid ones, just a handful. But
Right.
this was one of my favorites, and something that I think speaks to a broader group of people from Brandon. He's in a 2 QB league, PPR. He has the first overall pick. Does he go with a QB or not? He said stick with a running back or whatever. But in general, I think it's great for a 2 QB league. Do you go QB? Because they're scoring all the points, or what?
Well, I mean, there's some parameters that he left out. How many teams in the league, that matters. How many points for touchdown passes, yardage for passing, yardage for rushing, receiving.
Right.
We do know that it's PPR. That actually helps receivers, running backs. Quarterbacks don't catch too many passes. Every now and then they get one deflected back to them. Okay, you get a point for that. Great. But for the most part, that really helps. That takes points away, and puts it takes value away and puts it toward running backs and receivers. But in 2 QB league, I think I'm taking Aaron Rodgers first, and probably Breeze and Brady the next two picks.
And with the number one pick, too,
Yeah,
like Brandon.
number one,
Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
Rodgers, and probably Breeze and Brady next two. And I could maybe see Newton at pick 4. Pick 5, maybe I go Arian Foster. It's a PPR league, he catches passes. Pick 6, maybe Ray Rice. Pick 7, you're looking maybe Calvin Johnson. Do you start 3 receivers? That's a variable.
Really? So you're not taking a QB
No.
the second half of that?
Well, it also depends how many teams. It's a 14-team league. I'm a little more nervous.
Let's say it's probably a 10 or 12 team league.
Then I'm not necessarily going to take, and it depends, again, how many running backs you start, how many receivers you start. But I'm not necessarily going to go 2 QBs there, because let's say at pick 5 in a 12-team league, I take Rodgers, okay? I take Arian Foster. Mm-hmm. On the way back, let's say everybody's going crazy with QBs. I may get Carson Palmer, okay? On the way back, I may get, Andrew Luck. Okay, fine. I've got Arian Foster, and I've got 2 starting QBs who are probably not going to lose their jobs, who are probably going to throw, Carson Palmer easily could throw for 4,000 yards and 27, 28 touchdowns. And Andrew Luck is going to get, who knows? It's kind of hard to say he's a rookie, but he's going to rush for some yards, rush for some touchdowns also. And I've got 2 starters. I'm fine there. Quarterbacks score more.
You're fine with?
I'm fine with those 2 guys. If I get Arian Foster and, maybe I've got another really good running back, maybe I got those guys in rounds 3 and 4. Who knows? And maybe
Luck and Palmer in 3 and 4?
Yeah, maybe I get those guys in rounds 3 or 4, 4 and 5. And I've got Foster and I've got, AJ Green, and I've got, DeMarco Murray or something like that. I don't love DeMarco Murray, but just an example. I've got 2 really good running backs, a top receiver, and 2 starting quarterbacks. Now, in a 12-team league, right, unless people start taking their third quarterback, which they will in a 2 QB league, you can still get starting quarterbacks in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. Now, you don't want to wait too long. You don't want to get stuck with, John Skelton or somebody who may or may not get the job. But I think if you get, the thing is, quarterbacks do score the most points, as you pointed out. But they all score the most points. So if you end up with Roethlisberger and Matt Ryan,
that's true.
Does it really matter? Do you really need to spend your first round pick on Rivers? It's not a bad pick, but like I get Roethlisberger in round 2 or 3, and I've got Arian Foster in round 1. Then the drop off at running back's a lot steeper than what it is at quarterback.
Right. So let's say so Brandon's got, let's say he goes Aaron Rodgers with pick 1. It just makes sense, right? And then it comes back around. So he's at what 24 and 25 he has. So he could conceivably, his 3rd round, he could get a decent second quarterback.
Right, or he could get, let's say, a good running back and then a decent quarterback around 3. Round 3.
Right. Because then it's going to be a long time till he gets.
But he might get 2 good running backs in rounds 2 and 3, and then just see what's there at round 4 at quarterback.
It just kind of depends on what his parameters are. But so for a 2 QB league, it doesn't necessarily have to be QB first.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that. And if pick 12, you get Vic and Rivers or something, great, go ahead and do it. But don't just feel you have to take a QB. Take what's there. And again, it's just like we talked about with replacement value. Where's the drop off biggest? And in a 12-team league, it's not really. You're not really dealing with 24 is not replacement quarterback. It's really everybody, because everyone's going to want backups and bye week guys. So they're all going to be gone. So you can't wait too long, but you can wait around 4 or 5, and stock up on a running back or a really elite receiver in there.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. There you go, Brandon. Hope that helps. This is RotoWire TV.